Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Today's video I am excited for. I'm playing with a new palette, not new to the world, just to me. My favoriteest bully ever, Susan, here in the comment section, was encouraging me to maybe consider a Sigma palette. I can't remember the exact reason or how we got on the topic, but I asked her if she had any suggestions of what she thought would be good, because I've gotten one palette before. I ordered the Cinderella palette when it first launched and I really didn't like it. I tried it a couple of times and I just thought it was not great. And Sigma is one of those brands that everybody talks about. So I'm like, is it like the Morphe thing where, like, I don't know, maybe it's not the best of the best? Or is it actually good? I've received a couple Sigma brushes in like subscription boxes and I didn't like those either. So I've been very reluctant, but I trust Susan because she has not steered me wrong a single time. So I picked up the Corte Rosa palette. She gave me a couple of suggestions and this one happened to be on sale. So this is the one I went with because I really am a broken record, trying not to spend a ton of money. But now, have you seen DD Signature? And there's another one. Wow, Artitude. Both of those palettes look stunning. Okay, well, the brush fell out. That is the palette. I'm 99.99999% sure you've seen this palette before. I'm very late to the game. But like I said, I've been really hesitant to try any more from Sigma because I just don't know. But since my bully told me, I figured I could give it a whirl. So that is today's plan. Hopefully you're into this. If you are and you're not subscribed, blah, 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 you know. Okay, let's go. I did do little finger swatches while I was sitting here looking at the palette. I don't know what I want to do. There are two really sparkly, pretty shades, Belle of the Ball and Sunsprite. Here, I could just like, Belle of the Ball and Sunsprite. This is like a champagne. This is more of a kind of gold. They're very sparkly and lovely. And then there are three metallic / satin shades. They're not indie brand metallic, but they're very nice. So those are cool, and the mattes did look lovely in a finger swatch. So I am excited. I just don't know what to do first. My brain kind of sees quads, like these four, like all the way down the line. So that could be fun. I just don't know. Then I'm like something super pink because there's those two matte pinks that look really cute. Should this be a 2 looks video? I feel like that way I get less stressed if I'm planning to do multiple looks. That way I don't have to like pick and choose. Choosing is hard for me. All right, I'll just do 2 looks. Let's do something pink and something orange. That'll be fun. Okay, so the brush I've heard is good. The one that I got with the Cinderella palette, I don't remember. This feels nice, so I guess I'm gonna try it. Okay, I'm gonna go into the Damask shade with that kind of shader brush and get that going kind of in my crease. There is a slightly darker shade and a slightly lighter shade. So I feel like this is a good middle of the road The brush feels nice. I'm gonna flip it over actually and give it a little blend. Sometimes bigger brushes are real bad for me because I have pretty small eyes. Okay. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna do that round look for this one. So I'm gonna use the bigger end and just fluff that through. Since I'm doing the kind of round shape, I have more space to play. I primed my eyes with the NARS Soft Matte Concealer below my brow, and I have run out of the Milani eye primer, so I'm using the Davina one. It's so nice. I really like it. It's almost exactly the same, which makes me very happy. All right, now I'm gonna go into Hybrid, which is like a lighter pink, could be coral, paired with a different color, but I think it's gonna pull pink with this. And I'm just going to blend that along the top edge over that first shade and then, you know, up a little higher. That's cute. It's actually really cute. Okay, I do need to get a smaller brush for my like crease area. So I'm gonna use my Rephr 14 and the shade Shakespeare. And that will go in the deepest part of my crease. I will bring it up higher than my actual crease because my eyelids are hooded. And if I don't, you wouldn't see that shade unless I closed my eyes. So I'm raising my brows up just a little to give me a bit more solid-ish lid space because, you know, I'm 46, right? And my eyelids are wrinkly and hooded and, you know, aging. That's looking and blending very nicely. Okie dokie. I'm gonna go back in with the Sigma brush and the first shade called Damask, which just sounds like I'm mispronouncing the mask. Oh, it's all the time with the babies. A lot of them are too little to enunciate and pronounce words clearly. I'm gonna take the other end and dip into Shakespeare. So I need to adjust the shape a little bit. Okay, back in with Damask. Okay, and I'm just gonna blend that through, and then I will go in with the lighter shade called Hybrid and just do the same thing until everything is blended nicely. I haven't decided what I'm doing with the lid yet, so I'm leaving it blank until I burn that bridge. Okay, I'm going back in with my Rephr 14 and the Damask shade, no, Shakespeare, just to further blend. It's looking a little bit harsh along the edge. Okay, more of Damask. Yep, that was the ticket right there. Okay. All right, let me figure out the lid. I think I'm going to use the shade Dark Night and pile that on my lid. And then I'll top it with some of the Belle of the Ball, which is the sparklier champagne. I was gonna say flavor, but shade I think is the word I actually want. All right, taking my Singe Beauty E01 into the Dark Night shade. This is a pretty standard eyeshadow for like mainstream brands. It's taking quite a bit of effort and eyeshadow to get this on. Maybe I will try a different brush. They sent me this giant large shader. I guess it's an E60. I mean, it's humongous. It's almost the size of my eye. But because I'm gonna bring that shade all over my lid, I'm gonna try this and see if it works any better to apply. I mean, it is humongous. That's not really any better. I'm going to use the shader end of the brush that came with the palette and see if all right, this is where the eye is. I went in pretty dang hard with that Dark Night shade to get that to go on my eye. And I'm just blending over with the Rephr brush that I had Shakespeare on. I mean, it's pretty. Okay, back into the Singe Beauty, and I'm gonna dip into Belle of the Ball. That picks up beautifully. And I think I'm just gonna focus it kind of in the center. Almost like a spotlight type eye. Back into the Dark Night shade, just along the edge to make sure it's blended. I mean, okay, let me pop off real quick. I will do the other eye and my face, and I'll come back and give you an up close look at the eyes, and then we'll do look 2. All right, I'm back and everything is done, obviously. And once again, a little slow on the uptake. I haven't zoomed you in for an up close on my eyes without the lashes. So let me do that now so you can see what I'm talking about. And then I will, of course, give you an up close with the lashes. So let me go toss those on real quick, and I'll come back and give you an up close again. And I think I should tell you what's on my face in case you care. and then we'll move on to the next look. All right, lashes are on. The glue is still drying, so you can still see it, but up close at the eyes with the lashes. I know they're not for everybody, but I really do like them. So anyway, that is look one using most of, if not all of, the pink shades. So I used this one. I ended up just blending over the very edge with this shade just to make sure it was blended into my skin tone. And then this is the little shimmer I topped the center of Dark Night with. Can you see how much of Dark Night I had to like dig in for? That might not be my favorite shade, but I am genuinely excited to play with the orangey shades. But real quick, my bronzer is the Glowish. My blushes are the, shocker, I know, NYX in Butter Than Before, which is number 11 in the lineup, Deep Raspberry, which is up by my temples. And then I used number 8 in the lineup, Getting Butter, which is the Shimmery Rose, to kind of blend it out the rest of the way. Shimmery Rose, Corderosa. I feel like I probably should have put that together before now. But you know, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed sometimes, okay? And my highlight in all the usual highlight spots is the Ofra and Steph Tom's collab, the Milk and Cookies highlighter. She doesn't promote this anymore and she asked him to take it down, but it's still a gorgeous highlight and I bought it, so I'm using it. But anyway, that's the first look done. Let me get you onto look number 2. All right, I am back with look number 2 with the Corderosa palette from Sigma. My first look was using all of the pinky shades, which of course you just saw. It's been a minute since I've seen it. So now I want to use the orangey shades. And I did notice that doing my eyeshadow, I didn't get any fallout except for a couple of sparkles. So I thought maybe I could just do this one with like my makeup already done. I like to do that when I can. It's not always an option because I'm a messy makeup putter-oner, but we're gonna take a whack at it today. So I'm going to use the more orangey shades like I mentioned. So we're talking about Apricot right here, Medallion, this warm terracotta-y called Summer Song, very appropriate. Probably the Sun Sprite, which is that gold shimmer. And I don't know, who knows? It'll just be fun and orangey. I, of course, went with orangey cheek products. My bronzer is actually a Davina Cosmetics bronzer in a Makeup Geek case. My lip is the Maybelline Vinyl something, Vinyl Ink. I hadn't tried this before and I wanted to, and I thought, why not pair it with an orange eye look? So I lined with my Dominique Cosmetics lip liner in Brown Sugar. And my blushes are the NYX Had Butter, which is number 5 in the lineup, and it is the Vivid Orange because, you know, orange. And number 3 in the lineup, Sooner the Butter, which is the Shimmering Tangerine. I think I may have called this Nectarine in a recent video, which is just ridiculous. Read all the letters, not just the ones that are interesting to you. It's what I tell Jackson all the time we're reading. Don't try to figure it out by guessing. Look at the letters and see what information they're giving you. My highlighters are the L'Oreal in Champagne Glow, as well as the Oden's Eye in Warm Sunshine, because this has like an almost orangey kind of shift to it. So, okay, that's all of the important bits. I'm wearing the e.l.f. foundation in the Wet n Wild Incognito concealer. All right, seriously, I have been having an interesting day. Well, I mean, I could probably tell you while I'm putting on the eyeshadow. Okay, why don't I do that? So I'm going to start with the Summer Song, which is that like terracotta orangey shade. Okay, that one's got a little more kick up. Okay, that's going in my transition-ish area. So I have had my Amazon account for a long time. Not as long as, you know, most people, because I didn't think that it was safe to shop online. I just didn't know stuff, okay? So not as long as most people, but still years and years and years. And early on, I remembered wanting to post a review on something. I don't know what anymore, but it was a positive thing. I need to get a different brush. And when I tried to do it, it said something to the effect of there's been too much activity or not good at something from my account or an account with my name, something like that. And I was like, well, all right, you're lost, because boy howdy, since I discovered online shopping and that it wasn't in fact incredibly dangerous, I knew that I would be doing quite a bit of it. So I never really fussed about it too much. And then the Prime Day sale came and went, and I'm really thinking about doing a video on that. Let me know if that's anything you'd want to see. Or maybe I'll just film it. I don't know. I'm gonna go into the shade Apricot and blend that out. So I really wanted to post a review and was a little bit perturbed that I couldn't. So I did the, you know, get help or what have you on the app yesterday. I mean, it's been several days. Yeah, it's been several days. And all of a sudden, I was sitting here minding my own P's and Q's, and my ALEXAs went off. Like all of them just started like saying things, and because I'm in here, I couldn't hear them. And I was just like, what is happening? I'm gonna go back into the Summer Song shade and bring it down lower. So I clicked on the app part of my, you know, for the ALEXA, and it said something about, you know, changing my password or something like that. And I was like, wait a minute, what? I assume everything is a scam. So I went on to check my email, and I had one from Amazon saying that they disabled my account and all the things because of the activity that I had told them about. I do think there's a flaw in their logic statement, considering, but they gave me really pretty good, clear instructions on what I could do to like keep my account and do all the things. So I was able to do that. I'm gonna go with Medallion, just a little bit on my Refer 14, just through here. So I was able to do that, but I mean, I was just sitting here minding my own business, and all of a sudden they're all making noise. So that, I mean, that freaked me out pretty hard. So now I have one in almost every room. Maybe every room. I really like having music no matter where I am. Let's go into High Society, which is, do I want to fuss with that? feels like that same formula as Dark Knight. Oh, but that's pretty. Okay, that might be worth it. I'm gonna fuss. So now I have all of these dots and things to set up. And I don't know how the rest of the world does it, but me and technology, we have a very precarious relationship. I'm not good at it, and I genuinely think it doesn't like me. Could be all my imagination, but you never know. So yeah, I'm going to spend the afternoon trying to fix those, because without them, I don't have music. I mean, I could obviously listen to my phone, but I, more often than not, if I'm home by myself, I have all of the speakers playing, like all of the little thingies. They're all hitched up to play the same thing through all of them. Only through the app though. Like I can't get my phone to do that, which is a bummer because I have a lot of music on my phone. And that would be, wow, that is so pretty. All right, Susan, you definitely did not steer me wrong. I love that. I think I'm gonna take my Rephr 01 Mini and the shade Bare Root, which is this really nice dark brown, and I'm just going to put a little of that just out here, just for some depth. Oh, that is so pretty. Boy, howdy, and talk about simple. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna just go whack on the other eye, some mascara, some liner. I'll come back and show you the final look and we'll have a quick chat. But I feel like you're picking up what I'm putting down already. All right, I'm back and the look is completely done. I'm not even going for lashes. That's how much I think this looks good. So let me get you in. I really like this eye look a lot. I used my NYX brown liner to line my waterline, and I used the same dark brown matte on the outer. I used the High Society shade, which is what I used all over my lid, on my lower lash line, and then I blended all of it out with this right here. I really like this. Holy moly. I think the Dark Knight shade is a big flop. Oh, I was going to use the sparkly gold shade. So on my little magic motor brush, we'll go into Sun Sprite, and I'm going to put that just on the inner. Oh yeah, that's cute. I could see this being really pretty on the lid as well. Yeah, I think that's cute. I cannot get over how much I like this look. I mean, I love orange eyeshadow, but I don't know. I'm really happy with this one. So thank you, Susan, for bullying me into getting this palette. I think it's great. Maybe not the Dark Knight shade, but every other shade that I used, I really like. And I used all but Campfire. Yeah, I used every shade except for Campfire. Oh, and maybe the actual Quarter Rosa shade. I don't think I dipped into that one. But everything else, and I wasn't even trying for that. I was just playing. So let me know what you think. Which look did you like best? You don't even have to pick. You can just like them both if you want to. And do you have this palette, or any palettes from Sigma for that matter? I'm really happy I have this one. I did not feel any positive feelings thinking back to the Cinderella palette, so I really like this. I don't think I'm a fan of the brush. I abhor double-ended brushes because I store my brushes standing up, and you can't do that with a double-ended brush. So it'll probably end up in the drawer for the babies to play with, but hopefully you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. I have to go fix all of my you-know-who's. Be good and remember to be kind to you.